few years back, a TikTok user, The Dark Truth, started to documenting the terrifying haunting within his home. The activity was relentless, with something strange happening nearly every other day. It wasn't long before he turned to the internet for advice. Eventually, he decided to live stream, determined to prove his short videos weren't staged and that the paranormal events were happening at random times throughout the day. What the stream captured was chilling.
Once I have an idea, it what? It wants to be afraid of it. Let's get what? Huh? My sink? This is my kitchen. My sink? What do you mean my sink? What do you mean my sink? Don't even say that. That'd be scary. I have to live here by myself. Oh, hell no. Hell no.
At first, the man didn't even notice what was unfolding behind him. The spirit was subtle, almost mocking him, before escalating to a disturbing level, throwing an object down the stairs while he sat there unaware. If I were in his place, I'd be contacting a ghost hunter immediately, for his own safety. Hauntings like this aren't easy to handle, especially when faced alone. Hopefully, he finds help before this entity takes things even further. Before we jump into our next terrifying video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, so you'll be the first to know whenever we upload something new. Now let's get back to our next video. Marissa had always been uneasy about her daughter's behavior. The little girl would often sit alone, holding full conversations with someone who wasn't there, or suddenly shouting as if she were arguing with an invisible figure. Things escalated when she began waking in the middle of the night, pointing at the corners of her room and whispering, "She's back." Disturbed by these incidents, Marissa installed cameras throughout the home, in the kitchen, living room, and bedroom. And one night, the footage revealed something chilling. If you look closely, her daughter isn't just picking up her toys. She's pulling at them with force, as though yanking them from another set of hands. When a child begins interacting with a spirit, especially one that struggles over objects, it often signals a territorial presence. It could be the ghost of a child, or something far darker pretending to be one. And the fact that only her daughter seems to see it That makes it even more unsettling. Marissa has since shared the footage with a ghost hunter, and the case is now under review. Hopefully, she and her daughter receive the help they need before this spirit decides it wants more than just toys. In this clip, James and his friend were exploring an abandoned school building late at night after hearing rumors of strange noises drifting through the empty classrooms. As they followed the sound, their camera captured something truly unsettling.
What is that? I think it's coming from within.
Is it that one?
I think.
Should we try recording you guys?
Attention please, there has been a report of an emergency. Proceed calmly to the exit and leave the building immediately. All handicapped occupants shall use the building evacuation plan.
The cry of a baby echoing from an abandoned classroom is the kind of sound that instantly chills you, because it simply doesn't belong there. But just as they approached the door, something lashed out at them. You can hear the panic in their voices as they bolted down the hallway, running for their lives. And this is where the debate begins. Some say they later returned with the police to make sure no actual child was in danger. But others, especially those with experience in haunted buildings, warn that the sound of a crying baby is a known paranormal lure, a tactic meant to draw people in. It's been documented in other hauntings, where the cries lead to nothing, or to something far worse. James never returned to the school. And honestly, after what happened, can you blame him? I'll leave this one for you to decide. Dustin believes something dark has attached itself to him. He's constantly followed by shadowy figures that aren't his own reflection. Sometimes they groan. Other times, they whisper his name. And during one of his overnight shifts, this happened. Watch closely.
First off, the lights are not supposed to be on in here. Secondly, this one was flashing right before I started recording. Are you good? Huh. What the f-
Just before the recording ends, a figure appears near the exit sign by the door, and some viewers even claim they heard a faint voice telling him to leave. But as disturbing as that moment was, Dustin wasn't shocked. He knows something is attached to him, and despite trying every method he can think of, cleansing rituals, prayers, charms, nothing has worked. The next time he captured evidence, he was at home filming a casual video about dinner when this happened.
I'm gonna get ice because I am out, but
you.
Got it. But okay. So, this is it. It's pretty good. This is probably just because the microwave was, like, higher than normal, maybe? I don't...
Right before a knife shifted on its own, a low, raspy voice can be heard in the background. The knife's movement was terrifying on its own, but what truly shook Dustin was discovering that sinister voice while reviewing the footage later. Viewers couldn't agree on what the entity said, but maybe you'll hear it for yourself. For Dustin, this is becoming a nightmare that follows him everywhere. He lives with the constant fear of being alone. But silence always comes eventually, and for him, those overnight shifts only make things worse.
I came out to my car to get, nail glue. Please tell me you heard that.
Dustin has even considered involving the police, but as he puts it, what are the cops going to do about the paranormal? Maybe send me for a psych evaluation. And honestly, he's not wrong. The scariest part is that it doesn't matter where he goes, at work, at home, or even out on the street. The presence follows him. Take a look. It's easy for outsiders to dismiss what they've never experienced, but Dustin lives with the fear, the exhaustion, and the anxiety every single day. And perhaps the most terrifying part is not knowing if he'll ever escape. Some believe he's being tormented by a ghost. Others argue it could be something far worse, demonic. But as always, I'll let you decide. In this scary video, a woman named Len managed to capture the strange events unfolding in her home. Unlike most people who accidentally stumble upon paranormal activity, Len had a bigger problem. Every time she reached for her phone, the activity would immediately stop, almost as if the spirit knew it was being watched. Again and again, she tried, but never had proof for her friends, who doubted her chilling claims. Then, on May 12th, 2024, she decided to be discreet. And that's all it took. Watch this.
Son of a bitch, I'm telling you, I'm about to lose it. I'm literally, oh my God, I'm freaking out. Please, for just a few minutes, not play with any more toys. I'm trying to make sure my baby's not trying to fall out the screen door, but I'm scared to shut my own front door right now. Because if something else happens, I'm about to get my baby and I'm leaving. I don't know how, because I don't got a car, but I'm going to be walking down the street with my 1-year-old. These toys, okay, I have this TikTok open right now because, hold on a minute, let me get my baby, because she's, God almighty. Okay, I wasn't going to post any content tonight because I'm home alone, and I know when I do that, the activity gets worse. But the ghost is playing with toys and stuff, so I was just going to upload this one video and be done. And tell you, story time will be here when my husband gets home. I'm tripping over my words because I'm freaking out. The ghost is playing with the toys. I'm about to show you the video that I just recorded. And then while I had my TikTok open, about to post the one video, that toy over there starts playing by itself. So I'm standing by the front door waiting for something else to happen because I'm about to walk off with my baby. I don't have a car right now, but I'm about to leave. I asked the ghost nicely to stop playing with the one toy. I should have been more specific and meaning like all the baby toys. Please don't play with any of the baby toys. I'm sitting here playing peekaboo with my baby, and one of them toys just went off. I swear if you could hear my heartbeat right now, like I can hear it in my ears right now. I'm home alone. I'm not making any kind of content right now because I know what will happen with me at this house by myself. So I'm not doing anything, and it's not helping anyway. I'm pretty sure, God almighty, there was that one. Yep. There's no reason for that to be playing. We've been in here for 2 hours. We got home from dinner about 2 hours ago. We've been in this living room, and that toy has not went off once. So it's not because it's being pressed by that tub, like, oh God. And I don't have a car right now. I can't leave. Like, I would leave right now. This is usually the part where I just ask the ghost to please stop, because it's scaring me. Whoever's doing that, will you please stop? Because I'm here with my baby alone. I can't leave. I'm scared. Please. Just respect that, please. I mean, I let you back in the house. Just please respect that, because I really don't want to get too freaked out. My heart's beating so fast that my baby is kicking, like the one in my belly. So evidently you can hear my heart speed up. So yeah, it just stops. It, for the most part, the ghost will respect what I ask. That's what people are in my comment section all the time talking about, like, why are you not getting rid of the dolls, this and that? Because they are pretty respectful. I mean, I hate to put it like that, but they, for the most part, respect when I tell them, like, I'm getting really scared, please stop, like, enough is enough, you played with us for a little bit, now it's time, we gotta go to bed, or this or that. They respect it for the most part.
Len began to suspect she was dealing with a childlike spirit, one that seemed attracted to toys and enjoyed opening things. For a brief period, the house went silent. No toys moving, no unexplained noises, nothing. But after months of escalating encounters, Len and her family eventually moved out. Unfortunately, the paranormal activity followed. One evening, during one of her popular online story times, where she often recounted her past supernatural encounters, the focus of the post shifted away from her stories and onto what was happening around her in real time. Watch closely.
When me and my brother were teenagers, my mom and dad moved us into this huge house. It was like 8 bedrooms. There's only 4 of us. So when we were cleaning it out, me and my brother found a wheelchair that we were playing in. It was like old and squeaky. It made a very distinct sound. While we were playing in that wheelchair, the old lady from next door, she was like 80, she come over to tell us about who lived in the house before us, pretty much just creep us out. Somebody died from each family while they occupied the house. Like, the first people she told us about was an old man who was lonely. He killed himself inside the house. And the second couple that lived there died in a plane crash while they lived in the house. The third person, it was an old man. He had a heart attack at the mailbox. And then the last people that occupied the house before we moved in was the girl that owned the wheelchair. And she was like young. Her mom and dad abused her, and she ended up dying in the house. But anyways, that wheelchair made a very distinct sound. And me and my brother were hanging out in my room one night, and we heard that wheelchair coming down the hallway. Now, my dad already threw the wheelchair away. Like, I know y'all just heard that. I know y'all did. It was banging on the walls. It sounded like right here. I had to run in and make sure my husband wasn't beating on the wall to make sure my baby's good. Everything's fine. Nope, that beating come from somewhere around here.
While describing a wheelchair, a loud banging noise erupted, but what happened immediately after was far more disturbing. Watch this.
I hear something. The ghosts are really messing with me now. They're doing stuff that I can't show on TikTok. So they're making stuff move, but they're like taunting me, like, haha, I can't show this. I was just in the living room with my baby. Let me check on my baby real quick. Good. Okay, I'm in the living room and I start hearing this weird buzzing sound. I'm like, what is that? I go looking for it. They have turned on adult toys that's in this drawer. I can't show it, but I literally just had to get in here and turn it off. It has a remote, and the remote's missing. I don't know where the remote is. Hand to God. The ghost is like taunting me now. They're like, ha ha, we're making stuff move, but you can't show it. So they're messing with me in a way that only I can't post it. Like they're with me now.
For many, this was the final piece of evidence suggesting that Len continues to experience hauntings because she talks about them so often that by giving them her attention, she may be feeding them or even inviting them in. But can discussing ghosts, spirits, and paranormal activity really draw them closer? Or is there another explanation for why Len always seems to find herself in the middle of supernatural events? Let me know your thoughts. A man named Luke bought a washing machine from a local thrift store only a few weeks earlier, but ever since bringing it home, he's felt that something wasn't quite right. One quiet morning, while on the phone in his living room, Luke heard strange noises coming from the laundry area. He grabbed his camera and began recording. Watch this.
My dryer is not even on and it's doing this noise.
Even though the machine was completely empty and turned off, it continued making strange, rhythmic noises. What's even creepier is that every time Luke got closer, especially when he pulled open the dryer door, the sound grew louder, almost as if whatever was inside didn't want to be disturbed. He's already had the appliance inspected twice by different repair specialists, and both gave the same answer. The machine is in perfect working order. So if it's not a mechanical issue, then what is it? Luke believes he's dealing with something paranormal, though skeptics suggest possibilities like trapped air or magnetic interference. In the end, the truth remains unknown, making this yet another haunting mystery caught on camera. Kuma, a content creator who usually shares casual clips of his daily life, time with friends, and life around the city. But viewers were caught completely off guard when he uploaded something far more disturbing, an encounter inside his new home, a building that once served as a church before being converted into a community space. Kuma had only been living there for 3 days when strange things began, chilling screams and eerie noises echoing late into the night. According to him, the activity grew even stronger right after he and his friends had a conversation about the paranormal events that happened at his old place. Things took an even stranger turn one evening when his friends came over and they caught this on camera.
It's just perfectly floating through.
A white balloon can be seen gliding slowly through the hallway, almost as if it had a destination. But the moment they followed it, and as they joked about how bizarre it was, the balloon suddenly stopped, then picked up speed. This time, it wasn't drifting aimlessly. It was chasing them. Panicked, they ran.
Stop coming over here. Literally looking at the ceiling. I was staring at the ceiling the whole time because it's a cool ceiling.
Like, because it's got the orb, the old.
Yeah, it's got the. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Let it do its thing.
Why is he two shower to one shower?
Whoa. You guys see the force on that?
Yeah, you know, trolling, dude.
Whoa.
It's 3 o'clock.
Bro, watch that.
Nah.
Watch. Watch the force it has.
Separate? No. Like, move away from it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was like,
No.
it is.
What in the Say faster, motherfucker.
It continued to get quicker and more aggressive.
If it comes towards us, I'm grabbing shit, we're dipping.
The balloon somehow ended up right where they fled, and its movement wasn't random. It floated with intention, pausing, then accelerating again as though something unseen was controlling where it went.
In here.
Is
it right here? Oh, hell no! Oh, shit! What in the... If it comes in towards... up...
The noise you hear is a small electrical box that has the littlest airflow that has ever existed.
Dude, no.
Oh, it's being blown around.
Okay, wait, maybe it's done now. Dude, you snapped over that, man. Why? Why? Dude, no, because like my phone's actually like glitching out too. Why the Hold on.
Dude, we're gonna have to walk home.
Oh wait, no.
How was that?
Okay, we might have got it trapped. Is it cold?
Oh, there's barely even coming out of it.
Why is it going so fast then?
Move.
There's no air in that shit. Oh.
It finally stopped at the bottom of the stairs, almost as if it were making a choice, watching them split up and deciding who to follow next. But when one of the friends ventured to the other side of the building to investigate further, he discovered something even stranger.
The second one snuck down the stairs and jolted upwards. We investigated, and there were no signs of force there anywhere at that time.
You can come back down here and join us. You probably just got pushed by some air.
I know it's probably frustrating to have it pushed around by all that air, but as you can see with the other balloon, it's not as windy over here in the middle by us.
It went almost the same route as the first balloon.
And guess what it's doing? Are you going to come join us, or are you going to go downstairs?
There wasn't just one balloon. There were two. The second balloon drifted quietly into the gym and settled in a dark corner of the room, where it stopped completely. Looking back at the footage, many viewers pointed out that while it might seem funny at first, there's something deeply unsettling about the way the balloons moved, drifting with purpose instead of chance. And given the building's long, untouched history as a church, who really knows what kind of energy lingers within its walls? To this day, the mystery remains unsolved.